Welcome back to the Crescent Hammer YouTube page. Today we cut some fenders. I didn't get nearly as much comments and feedback as I wanted for ideas, so I just kind of came up with my own ideas. Got rid of the mental block. Just gonna start cutting her off. Fenders, bumper, everything. I always seem to break the blades on the little saw, so I'm just gonna go with this and really just hack it to pieces. We'll cut out just a little more. There's a slight performance mod I need to do to really make this car the way I want it and to make it faster. While I'm in a chopping fenders mood, might as well get the rear runs also. I think I took a little too much. It's a little Bondo right here. And now there's a gap all the way around the tire. Guess we'll have to figure that one out. Or I guess there's a gap all the way around the wheel well. And I did not cut straight worth a dang. Yeah, I'll fix that later. I'll figure that out. What I'll probably end up doing is recutting it along this ridge and then just taking the wheel wells out a little bit. Just taking a strap of metal and adding it in to the inside of the wheel wells, because I'm gonna have 30-inch wheels. It's gonna be a lot of 30-inch tires, excuse me. I'm gonna need a lot of room for that. I need some metal to make some plates to put the bars on the bumper. So I'm going to cut this old mailbox up because that's still good steel. Well, I cut these angle iron. Boom. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to cut them down a little bit. Obviously clean up the metal and everything. Clean up this metal. And that's where my first pipe for the bumper is going to mount to. I got them somewhat cleaned up. There's still a little pitting and rust on them, but it'll hold. I marked out where those plates are going to go, so now I just need to clean up around these lines so I can weld to this. I'll clean up down here, then just up and around the lines so I can weld to it. The angle iron and the base plate kind of all cleaned up. I'll hold them into place now, tack them, beat them into place a little more, then weld it. Probably could do another lap on that one, because I mostly got it on the unibody and not enough on the plate. We'll keep going. Changed the design and kind of lost my temper halfway through. So I ground this down a little bit, bent it in. Now I'm going to weld it on this side. Still need to fill this gap. But we're going to weld it right here. And probably have to re-weld this and do all kinds of good stuff. But here we go. Not half bad. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Not half bad. I'm going to put another one on the face of this, just because there's a crack right there, and I ground it down and got it thin. So far so good. It's not bad. Not very good, but it's not bad. I mean, I didn't really know where I was going. Kind of all over the place, but it'll hold. What do you think? I think that'll hold. I can't hear you. Nobody likes to comment, so I'm gonna say it's perfect. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, internet, for agreeing with me. This side worked out, so I'm not gonna do this side exactly. I'm gonna cut that little corner out there because I didn't make nearly as much mess ups on this little frame rail right here when I cut it. So I'm gonna cut this little area out and then mount it approximately where I want her. And tack her in real quick, and then take a look-see at everything. This side, then filled that little gap. Ooh, I burnt right through it right there. Fudge. Oh well, keep going. They're pretty much all welded up. GoPro's trying to die on me. So that means perfect time to take a break, because Texas is hot. Nope, I'm gonna weld that little guy up, and GoPro's dying, so probably not gonna see me weld that little guy up. Got the base plates in, all welded up. No idea if they're even. I'm gonna hope and pray they are, but got those done. Now I'm gonna build the main pipe for the bumper. So it's gonna go right around here and then come up here. How I had my pipe bender all set up ain't gonna work, because I had the clamp that was supposed to go right here, and then it was supposed to be bent right here. But if I bend it like that, I'm gonna run out of pipe over here and it won't bend right. It'll just waste this pipe. So I'm gonna try to put the clamp on this end and then bend it backwards. Hopefully that works. Might not. It might not. Let's see what happens. Put the clamp on the far end of the pipe. Gonna bend it backwards. Hopefully this works out. Trimmed the bumper down. And I put the front clip back on. Now, gotta measure these bars. I'm gonna take a bar from here. It'll go to the front bumper. Gonna measure how long those need to be. I'm gonna notch both pipes first and then get a precise cut on them so I know exactly how long they are. I got both pipes marked and notched on which side they're gonna go to. Now I need to measure them out and then cut them precisely to 31 and 31 1/8. I'm making the left one an 1/8 inch longer because when I welded the pad on there, the pad on the right side is an 1/8 inch farther forward than it is on the left side. So that should This one's, my left one, or my one on the port side's an 1/8 inch longer, and it's completely square. Everything should work out. All right, so this pipe from outside to outside 60.5 inches. So the center is 31.25 inches from each side. I need my pipes to be 32 inches away from each other. So 16 inches from the center is those two marks. I just marked it off the line in the pavement. I knew it was straight, and I just measured everything up. I'm going to tack these bars on, laying on the ground, and then I'm going to put them up front. Day 2 of working on the front bumper. Since I have 80 of those HD thingies, I'm going to start working on the back bumper. I had the bumper just hanging under here, and it didn't fit quite right under these fenders, under the front clip. And if you look at these holes, none of them really line up right, and the old clips that hold them in are all crooked, not really in the right spot. Everything's kind of out of caliber, not caliper, but everything's out of whack. These little clips are kind of old and crappy, and they move around too much. Some of them are missing, so I'm just gonna rip them out, maybe. Alright, I got the front clip in where it's going to be. There's still some loose areas right here just because I cut all that area out. But it's in, it's where it's going to be. So now I'm going to put the bumper, mock it up where it's going to be, and start tacking and welding stuff in. Alright, so I got the bumper mocked up approximately where I want to approximately where I want to be. So when I built the bumper, or this pipe, I didn't just tack these, I kind of welded them up a little too tight. I should have just tacked them, but I didn't. So I'm gonna have to put it where I want it, weld it, bend, or not bend, but like pry. This bar is gonna have to be pried up a little bit to match where that bar is, and then I'm really just gonna have to weld everything in very, very tight. And exactly, that's why I have a bunch more ratchet straps, so I'm gonna have to just really ratchet strap everything in. But it's not that far off. There's a little bit of a, you know, this sticks out a little bit right here, a little bit right here. In the middle, it's pretty flush with the bumper. I'll put little tabs that come off this pipe, and they'll mount on right here and right here. And yeah, so far I like it. Got a little room for everything. I can still fit an engine in here pretty easily. Got quite a bit of clearance. I'm pretty happy with this. Now I'm going to weld these pipes into the roll cage and put some more from those pipes, put some pipes to this pipe. Then I have to put pipes from the bumper down. I got a lot of pipes to put in. I need 2 pipes to be the bottom of the bumper pipes. I estimated them to be about 34 inches, needing to be 34 inches. This single pipe is just under 68 inches. So if I cut it right down the middle, it should work, right? So that's what I'm thinking. Good thing I cut them all. Guesstimated a little longer than I needed. Put a little notch in the bottom of them. So now the tubes are just below that little plate right there. So if I hit something, it's going to slide right down and hit that pipe, or hit that plate. Roll it right on the bottom of that plate. And then I'm going to put a bunch of skid plates and everything behind that. Just burnt the bottoms in. Didn't really, well, I didn't record it because, well, you couldn't really see anything anyways. Just hoping this little fitting right here doesn't leak now. She got a little hot when I was welding her. Next step I want to do is I want to put a bar that goes from here down to here. But like I said, I don't want to punch out that headlight. So put a mark on this end. My bar can't be in front of this little line right here. So I'm thinking I'll do like a 50-degree up and then hit it right here. But this is going to be a hard one because if I do a 50, I'll have to notch it with the pipe that way and then do kind of an angle notch right here, because this isn't, you know, this is a bend right here. So this next pipe is going to be a doozy. I think 50 degrees would be best. Probably look the coolest. 70, kind of lame. 90 was also a little lame. 50 would look a lot cooler. Next thing, I'm going to take a bar from this corner, run it up to this corner, do the same on this side, just to get a little more triangulation. That K-member is pretty strong. It should hold all of this bumper. I notched that pipe, found out the angle was garbage for this area, but it fit pretty good for this one. So I changed to making this pipe. So I cut, notched, ground, made these two pipes fit exactly. Now I'm gonna weld them in. It's looking pretty stout up here. Looking pretty good up here. I'm excited. A bunch of these little tabs. Put a rivet nut in them. And then drill a hole, 3 holes for the front of the bumper. Put the tab with the rivet nut in it. NASCAR. just you.